Okay, this is the fourth video lecture of chapter number 4, Mughal Empire, its establishment and extension. In the previous 3 videos, we have discussed about the Battle of Panipat, first Battle of Panipat, and then after that the establishment of Mughal dynasty in India by Babur. Then we studied about Humayun, and after that Sher Shah Suri. Then again in the last class we have studied about Akbar. So from that video lecture we are continuing this session about Akbar. What was his relations with the other rulers of our nation and how he maintained that relationship with other rulers in time. So let us study relations of Mughals with other rulers. Especially in this video we are talking about the Mughal Emperor Akbar, his relationship and his administrative process, how he carried on his administrative process to become one of the famous or beloved Mughal Emperor of India. So Akbar, as we know and we have discussed in the previous class, that he was born in the palace of Amarkot in Rajasthan, and Amarkot palace, that means his upbringing was by a Hindu tradition. That means he was born in the palace and his upbringing was reflected by his thoughts, by his ideas, by his respect for other religions. So therefore we can say that Akbar knew that if he had to rule in India, then he had to maintain cordial relations with other rulers, especially the Rajput rulers. So Akbar took the help of Hindu rulers when he ascended the throne. That means when he became the Emperor of India, he maintained good relations with other rulers. Now the administration process. So the Subedari system was implemented during the Mughal era, or we can say the Mughal emperor were very much familiar with this Subedari system, and that was mainly implemented during the reign of Akbar, or Akbar implemented the policy of Subedari, and Akbar divided his kingdom into 15 sections, and each section was known as the Suba or province. What is now a state, जिसे हम अभी राज्य बोलते हैं, उससे पहले प्रोविंस बोला जाता था अंग्रेज़ों के समय, और अकबर के समय उसे बोला जाता था, या मुगलों के समय सूबा. Suba, that means now a state. So there were 15 sections, and each sections was known as Suba, and there were subsections of Suba that was called government, and the subsection of the government was called Pargana. That means there were 3 layers of the Subedari system in the administrative process of Akbar. And as we know, there was Pargana. So the head of the Pargana was called Amir, and he was responsible for collecting the revenue. Revenue means taxation, tax matters. So the Amir was responsible for collecting the taxes or revenue from each Pargana. Also the administrative process involved Gram Panchayats. So there were Gram Panchayats in the villages, and the head was known as Patel, Chaudhary, Mukaddam, etc., were the various executive officers that were appointed. So all in all we can say that it was quite a democratic process of administration during the time of Akbar, and also we can say that he was a great Mughal emperor who maintained good relations with other rulers and the Rajput rulers, because He knew that if he had to rule in India, he had to maintain a friendly relations with other rulers. So this was some of the information that was related to the administrative process, and in the next video lecture we'll continue our administrative process of Akbar, and also we'll study about the 9 gems of Akbar in the next video.